Hello, welcome to another video. So this is probably going to be attached onto a bigger video. So I went out to some charity shops today, picked up some things because I had a day off today. So I used it. At the moment, I think the last video that I did with Libby, there were 3 shops open, and that was after I've been to each one of those shops and I picked up some things from there. Today there's 4 shops. There's an extra one that I found that I always forget exists, and that was open, and there's actually a 5th shop that's got a sign out saying it's open soon, so that's good. Obviously people in different areas have different stores, mainly it's the independent ones that have opened where I am, but at the moment that 5 is out of like a potential 20 that are near me, so it's still only about a quarter of the shops are open. Anyway, so I found some things today, so I'm going to quickly go through them, and I'll also put in some clips now of things that I also saw but didn't pick up. So you'll see that I found a couple of pairs of Levi's. They were nice, they looked pretty much brand new. I think they potentially were new. I didn't check to see if they were authentic, because obviously Levi's are something that are fake, but they were £10 a pair, and I'm not going to pay out £10 for Levi's. They do sell, but they tend to sit. If they're really good condition, if they're a nice fit, then yeah, they will sell quicker than obviously ones that have got some wear or a horrible fit. There's another pair of black Levi's which you've seen the clips there. They were £8, but they were a bit tired, and also some Calvin Klein jeans as well. Didn't see much to work because I just saw they were bootcut, and I can't stand bootcut jeans. I won't even sell them. I know some people probably like bootcut jeans, but I think they're disgusting, to be absolutely honest. But anyway, I did pick up some things. I think I've got 5 items at the moment, so we'll quickly go through them. And yeah, well, let's get to it. So, item number 1 are these Kappa shorts. So you see you've got the Kappa spell up there with the lovely ladies on the side. There you go. I'm not sure if I've ever actually bought Kappa before. I think I've bought a few feeler bits. I tend to stay away from Kappa because I personally don't really like it that much. That's the tag. I don't know what age it is. I would assume these are kind of like around 2010-ish. I might be wrong. They might be older. They might be newer. The ladies there, they're in like a silver effect, which is starting to come off, so I was going to put them back, but obviously with there not being a lot open, and I knew that these were in a shop where they kind of just price up the end, and they would have seen them, and they wouldn't charge that much for them, so I thought it was worth the risk. So these will be going on probably around sort of £10, see how they do at that. Obviously you can always go down again. They're size small, but I don't know, I'm probably holding it so awkward there, but I think they'll fit bigger as well. So nice pair, nice green colour with the Kappa branding all on the side. Really nice pair of shorts there. So the second item now, from the same shop. So I think the first 4 items are all from one shop. The next 2 stores I went into didn't have anything, and then the last item's from the final shop I went into. So it's this nice essential Ralph Lauren polo shirt. So you got the Ralph Lauren tags there. I was a bit worried about where the tags were. Usually they're not that high up, but it's the type of material it's quite a stretchy, soft cotton. It's quite heavy actually, got a bit of weight to it, but because it's sort of see-through, they've obviously moved the tags up so you can't see them. Anyway, you're probably not interested in that. The point is, it's nice plain white. The only thing on it is it's got, I'm not sure if that's shown up there, is it's got some sort of purple blotching, so it must have been washed with something that was leaking dye. Obviously that's been dyed on. White is the worst thing to wash with dyes that run, obviously. So I'm assuming that's probably why they donated it. So what I'm going to do is obviously try and see if I can get that out, keep it, make it as white and as fresh as possible. I think it's going to be 50-50. If not, then obviously tie-dyeing, customising and everything is a really big trend at the moment. So I've not done it before, and I think, you know, this didn't set me back too much. It's a nice top, so it might be a fun project to try that out on if I can't get the stains out. So the third item here is a nice essential Adidas t-shirt. Now I don't usually pick up Adidas too much. I tend to find that Nike a lot more popular, and that holds more value, but this was just so clean for a white top. There was no big stains or marks on it. They did have a Nike one there, but it was one of the ones that just says like "just do it" like across the front, and I'm not a big fan of those, and they don't tend to have much value. But this is nice with the Adidas brand on the sleeve. That print is in really nice condition. and I just think it's a really nice t-shirt. It's a size medium, so it would fit me if it doesn't sell. And it would just, most of Essential t-shirts go on at about £10, so obviously that's what this one's going to be going on at, and it looks like it's literally barely been worn, so nice pickup there. And the final item from that charity shop, so it actually did quite well for me today, is this Zavetti Canada, fully embroidered, really big. Well, I think it's embroidered. Let's check. Yeah, it's fully embroidered. You can see there. So you can see it's embroidered inside and out. Really thick embroidery there. So it's a brand that I don't know too much about. I think it's Alessandro Zavetti, and obviously he's based in Canada, I assume. But I've noticed, especially around me, if you go into like places like Liverpool and that, it's become like quite a popular brand. A lot of people wear the puffer jackets with the patch, the caps with the big patch, and I've seen quite a few more people wearing the t-shirts as well. There's only one other that I could find for sale on Depop, because I was trying to verify it with the tags and everything, because I've obviously never come across this before. And they're charging, I think they said they originally paid 13. I think the average price on Depop of these t-shirts is about 20. So I'll probably undercut it a bit, put it on at 15, see how it does. Obviously I do like picking up different brands and seeing how well they sell. Let's see. So you got the wash rag there, yeah, Alessandro Zavetti. So I think it's really nice colour, really interesting with that really big embroidery there. So obviously we're going to see how well this does. Check it out on our Depop, obviously, if you're interested, or if you just want to see how long it takes to sell this brand, because it's one I'm seeing more and more of. Okay, and the final item from today I picked up here is a nice Essential Nike rain jacket. Ooh, I've gone a bit bright there. So this is actually a Nike Golf one, so it's a sort of mid-2000s, there you go, Nike Golf. Now I tended to stay away from this because one of the first ever items we sold on our Depop was a Nike Golf Polo Shirt, and it took forever to sell. It just would not shift. But that was more down to the condition of the Polo Shirt, really, to be honest. But I do actually quite like Nike Golf. But obviously you can't tell that from the outside. It is just nice, simple. Nothing on the back, no big spallets or anything. It's just really Essential. So it's a storm fit. So it's got, I guess, the waterproofing technology, and it's also ventilated as well. So it has the ventilator on the front and back, obviously to stop you overheating when you're playing sport or whatever. Got a bit of Nike branding there on the pull tag. It's just a nice jacket. And to be honest, today I was out. I'll put some clips on that. I literally went out. It was raining. Stopped raining, but then I realised I forgot my wallet. Came back, got my wallet, went out again. Started raining. It was really not great weather. So it's the perfect sort of jacket for weather like this, when you don't want to get too hot, but you also don't want to get soaking wet. So really nice. Obviously Nike's on trend at the moment. I do like picking it up. You know, summertime obviously isn't a great time to sell coats and jackets, but with the weather that we've had at the moment, to be honest, I think I am just going to put it on instead of saving it to the winter. So we'll see again how well this does selling it out of season. Hello and welcome to part 2. So I've just been out, so I filmed that part that you've hopefully just watched on Monday. So I've gone out today, and which is Friday, so I went a few days later. So I went to the charity shop. So last time I believe I got 5 items that I showed, and 4 of them all came from one shop. So this morning I went back out to that shop to see if they'd put anything else out new, and they did. So I've got another 5 items, so I'm going to add that onto this video. The only items of note I saw today that I didn't pick up were, there's quite a cool like England Rugby Union shirt, one of the red away ones. I had a sponsor that I didn't recognise, and then I saw some initials actually embroidered into it. So I think it was actually a proper youth England shirt from maybe like the schools or actual international rugby match, which is pretty cool. And also I think I put a clip on it. Now I found like a Timberland's sort of hybrid puffer bomber jacket, which I thought was quite cool because I had like the little orange details, but because it was white I wasn't sold on it. It was a bit grubby, and then I found there were a couple of rips on the sleeve, so I passed on that. And I was also worried how much they might charge me, and puffer jackets selling in the summer, you know, not a great idea. Anyway, I did get some items, so let's get to them now. So the first item is just a nice essential Under Armour t-shirt. It's a bit wet on the sleeve because they were still putting things outside, even though today it is like, well, has been chucking it down with rain. It's just stopped. Any damage on this, which is really common with Under Armour, is these neck labels. They just fall off. If you wash them like more than a handful of times, they just fall off completely. But the front is absolutely fine. It's a size medium, which is my size. Again, if this doesn't sell, I'll probably keep it. Next item is this Adidas Essential t-shirt. So last time I got a white one with a big print in that part. I say last time, it's literally in this video still. It's just an earlier part. I said, oh, this for a white t-shirt is super clean, and that I literally took it out into the sun to show Libby, and it had so many marks that I'd completely missed on it. So I made sure to check this. There is a couple of light marks on it, but it's going to get run through the wash. It's embroidered logo there. It's sort of late 2000s cool climber fit, which you saw on a lot of the football shirts. So it's not super retro, but it's not really modern. Again, just like another sort of £10 essential tee. Next item is something that I wouldn't usually pick up, but I took a gamble on it. So it's a Gant sort of cable knit, I think that's what you call it, jumper. So Gant, I've picked up two pieces before, because obviously it's kind of more seen as like a middle-aged brand. You know, like brands like Tommy Hilfiger and Ralph Lauren have come back into sort of the younger market, whereas Gant still sort of stayed up there. But it's quite a pricey brand when new. It's really good quality jumper. I've bought one jumper before. It was a quarter zip, I think, or a full zip, and that sold like really quick, sold within a day. And then I've bought a Polo Shirt, which was Gant before, and that did take quite a while to sell. I had to sell it quite cheap in the end. So it'll be interesting to see if this hangs on for ages, or if this actually turns out to be quite a popular item. Don't know the age on it. Apparently it is made in Italy, which goes with it obviously feeling really quite good quality. There's no rips or anything I can see in it, so I think it's quite a nice item really to pick up. Next item is going to be added to the funky shirts potentially if I don't keep it, because it's actually something I really like, which is this really cool black and white funky shirt. So it's got this sort of overall pattern on it. It's like a thick linen material. It's made in Thailand, so obviously usually there's silk, the ones that come from there, but this is quite a nice linen. I would say it's got a fair, well, I'm not really too sure on the age. I'd say it's sort of semi-retro, where you can never really tell, because it's some brand that obviously we wouldn't usually see. So it's called Razzia, I believe. Again, I think it says size XL, but I would say that's going to fit a medium with a boxy fit. So you may see it on the funky shirts, or it may be going in my wardrobe. Not decided yet. The last item I picked up, so this is the last item of the video. I've tried to go through a bit quicker in this section, because obviously you just want to see the items and get an overall look at them. And it is this Nike Center Check Sports t-shirt. It's also got another emblem there, but you see that's sort of the mid and late 2000s Nike sportswear brand, where it's in the sort of curved triangle design. So you see it's on a vintage Nike team tag there. I believe they do still make Nike team now, but it's not as common. I think the time that it was mainly used was sort of between I think sort of around 2005 sort of time up to about 2008, 2010. That's when you see the majority of Nike team. I may be wrong, and I'm not a complete Nike nerd, to be honest. It is Center logo, which are obviously very sought after, very popular. I don't think this is the coolest or most vintage example of a Nike Center logo. It's a sort of sporty polyester material with a black vented back, so absolutely perfect as a gym or running top. Obviously Nike, like I said when I found the jacket in the early part of this video, is definitely on trend at the moment. Center check is obviously really sought after, so I think this should do fairly well. I'll just give it a wash up. Obviously trying to wash everything at the moment, plus it being a sort of gym top, I think it needs a wash. The only thing that I'm concerned about is it's got quite a large neck, so I'll have to try that on and see how that fits. I'm not personally a fan of a baggy neck, but I know a lot of people are. So we'll see how this Nike tee does. Alright, so that's everything in this video. So I think that's what, 5 today, 4 in before. Was it 4 before? No, 5. Right, hang on, maths. 10 items in total in this video. It's taken me ages to just figure out it was 10 items. 10 items, 9 of which all from the same charity store. But the 9 items I got from that store came to a total of £11.50, which to me is absolutely mental, because obviously over lockdown I've been using eBay, and eBay, like the cheapest item I think I got was like £3.50, £4, like including postage. So it's really nice to be able to get back to the charity shops and start paying, you know, the average sort of £1 to £4 for an item price. So it's nice to be able to get out and do that again. And it also means that we can lower our prices on the store, because when you're paying £4 or £5 for an item, you know, you've got a really quite strict bottom line. But when you're only paying a couple of quid, then obviously you're more willing to throw it into a bundle at a cheaper price. So it's good news for us, and it's good news for obviously people buying on our store. Obviously, if you haven't seen our last video, make sure you go and give that a watch. I'm rambling on here, but obviously it does help. Obviously, if we get more views, and we'll be more motivated to carry on making these videos. Obviously, if you've got any questions, comments, if you've got your own YouTube channel, make sure comment it down below, and obviously build a bit of community here would be really nice. Like I said before, we've got Instagram and we've got Depop. I should be putting them in the description. I'm really bad at adding links, but I should be putting the ads in the description. So if you want to follow them, check out what we've got for sale, make sure to check them out. And thank you for watching this video.